Hey guys, I'm not going live on this one. Oh shit, sprinklers came on. Scared me. I'm not going live on this one for a reason, but you guys will see this when I'm done. So what happened here? You keep hearing these Hemet guys bullying me about, well, the cops and you went off on the cops. I'm going to do a reenactment for all of you that missed that. And I'm going to walk you through what really happened that night so you all know the rest of the story. As soon as I clear my throat, let me clear my throat. To quote a band, a rap band. So right here is the historic Santa Fe Depot Hemet Museum. Now there was a traffic stop here on Inez at Florida several months ago, and I saw the traffic stop, so I parked up here and I walked down the sidewalk right here past this. I got over here, I noticed that there were two cop cars here, and they had a person, or they had three people sitting on the curb, and they were searching the vehicle, and there were two cop cars. I'm gonna walk you through what happened. So I walked off the sidewalk over to right here in the dirt area, right to here. There's the tracks. That's how far back I was from the sidewalk. The first police car was here, the second one was there, and right there was the car. I'm gonna walk you through it. Here's how far away I was from them. So we're walking. We go out walking around midnight. So the first police car was here. The second police car was here. And then right here, they had a car pulled over. They were searching it. They had three people seated on the curb, and they were going through this car. Those were the three people that said, "We love our cops, man. They do everything for us." Yeah, they seat you on the curb right here and search through your vehicle. Then there were two police cars right here. So I'm gonna walk back to where I was standing. I go out walking close to midnight, doing videos for all of you to see. So walking back, this is how far I was. So I was standing right about here. That's how far away I was doing the cop watch to make sure that those people's rights were not violated and they were treated with equal respect. Of course, they were upset because I was filming the police searching their car while they sat on the curb. Dirty curb. That's a dirty ass curb too, by the way. So that's how far away I was. One of the Hemet police officers, I'm going to go back over here and I'm going to act like I'm the cop. So one of the Hemet police officers, this is how far away he was. This is how far away he was, guys. Look how far away we're walking. He was right here, and he turned around, and he told me, "Get back on the sidewalk." And I said, "What are you talking about? I'm far enough away." He told me, "Get on the sidewalk. You need to get out of that area, on the sidewalk." And I said, "The Supreme Court has ruled I'm far enough away. It's a reasonable distance." So he started walking this way, and this is how far this cop walked up here. He walked up to here, and I don't really recall where he stopped. It was somewhere in this area, and he shined a flashlight directly in my face, and he told me, "Get back on the sidewalk right now." I said, "Look, get your ass back to work. Okay, I'm far enough away. I'm not close to your car. I'm standing in city property." This is city property, by the way. But he started telling me I was going to be arrested. I said, "For what?" Interfering. Interfering, guys. That far away. So I started going off on him. I buried my foot in his ass verbally. And then he pointed to the sign and said, "Look, see that sign? You are trespassing. You are subject to arrest for a misdemeanor." Now, when it says warning, no trespassing, persons entering this property. Well, this is the property chain right here. That's the property. This is all city property. People have the right to walk through here because this is city. What that sign is referring to is this fence, this wall, and this chain right here. That's what this sign right here is referring to. But the cop said, "I'm about to arrest you for trespass because you're trespassing now, you're going to be arrested, yada, yada. I told him, I said, you know what, you stupid ass pig, get your ass back to work. And they're all like, whoa, whoa, whoa. I said, no, whoa, nothing. These cops are up here bullying me. They're going off on me. And then the sergeant walks from there all the way across to here, and he puts his light in my face. And he starts bullying me and pushing his badge out. So I said, okay, I'll back up to right here. I said, right here, there, I backed up a little. He said, no, all the way on the sidewalk. I said, no. Hold on, we got a call. Okay, it was nothing. So I'm monitoring my scanner. So I ended up, I think, going back to about right here somewhere. I never did get back on the sidewalk. I stayed in the dirt. The sergeant stood here the whole time shining a flashlight at me. And and that's what happened. Yes, I did call them pigs because they were bullying me. I mean, they were threatening to arrest me for trespass. The one cop said I was interfering, and that's how far away I was. They were from me. So what you guys need to understand is, if the police say, okay, get back over on the sidewalk, and I walk all the way back over to the sidewalk, they're going to do that every time. They're going to, you give a cop a rope, he wants to be a cowboy. You give him an inch, he wants a mile. So that's why we need to exert our First Amendment rights and exert our authority. I'm going to flip this around for a minute. That's why we need to exert our authority, guys, and exert our rights and let them know that, you know what, if we're not breaking the law, we're not going to listen to what you have to say. Okay, if you're not breaking the law, then the cops have no law to enforce. They need to shut up and get back to work. But what oftentimes happens is the police come out here and they think they can just tell everybody what to do because they have a badge and they have a gun and they're cops and they have authority. But what they need to understand is, if you're not breaking the law, there's no law to enforce. So they need to go back to work. I wasn't breaking the law. I was standing in city property. This is all city right here. We're allowed to walk through here. This is a pedestrian thoroughway. This is the property over here. This is not the property here. And that's what they need to understand. They don't understand that. And I set them straight, and now everybody's upset because they said, well, you should have did what the cops said. Well, if we always did what the cops told us to do all the time, we wouldn't have rights and we wouldn't be free. So, how you doing? So, oh, he's yelling. I thought he was talking to me. I think he's yelling at somebody else, guy over here. But yeah, if we always did what the cops told us to do, we would not be free Americans. We would be slaves under the authority and power of the police. But we are not slaves under the power and authority of the police. We are free Americans. We have the right to a free press. We have the right to, that was a call. We have the right to freedom of press. We have the right to free speech. We have the right to free travel within city property. So when the police try to tell us what to do and we're not breaking the law, tell them to pound sand. Tell them to kick rocks. I'm not breaking the law. That's what you tell them. And that's what I told them that night. And all of a sudden these Hemet News guys are upset because, well, you defied our police. No, I verbally broke my knee off in the ass of a couple of guys who were abusing their authority and abusing their badge. Because as you see, I'm going to flip it around again. I was standing right here in city property. I wasn't trespassing. I wasn't interfering from that far away. And the cops were over here. I think this guy's yelling for me to come over there. I don't think so. So anyway, guys, thank you for... Oh, I think he's talking to her. I thought he was talking to me. But so, yeah, so that's what happened. And that's why... I thought he was talking to me. I think he was talking to that girl there. But that's why I broke my foot off in their ass, because they were standing right here. I was standing right there, and they were saying I was interfering, and then they're saying I'm trespassing and I'm going to be arrested. Well, first of all, even if I am trespassing, I'm not going to go on the property. But let's say I passed these poles here and I went over here on the property. They have to call the police to have me trespassed. The police can't just show up and go, hey, you're trespassing, you're going to get arrested. That's not how trespass works. Okay, that's not how trespass works. So anyway, guys, There you go. So again, when the police tell you to do something and you're not breaking the law, you tell them to go pound sand. There's no law to enforce. Thank you.